Hey guys, and welcome to yet another weekly challenge. This time it's about living purposefully, and it relates to the self-esteem building book, the 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, and this is the 5th pillar. Purposeful living, that is what we're going to talk about, why it's so important, why it is that thing that will give you that drive to just throw yourself out of bed in the morning, to make things happen, to have that deeper purpose for accomplishing things in life. And we're gonna have some sentence completion exercises along with the focus of writing goals. So stay tuned if you want to hear all the details. You know what? I was actually gonna go through a lot of details in this chapter. I say screw it. I'm just gonna talk from my heart now, my point of view from what I've extracted after reading this chapter of Living Purposefully. Basically, it is about having purpose, having an efficient way of striving to get to our goals, to where we want to be, to have that vision. But the vision will only take you so far. You need to break it down to clearer, attainable goals. He says you have to have a plan for how to increase your health. You need to say you're gonna run X amount of kilometers a week. Break it down, and that is so true. It's something that I've been working a whole lot with. I've been trying to put up goals for years and years and never really got anywhere because I was too vague. I didn't specify it enough. So that's one key thing to live purposefully. Specify your goals. But what if you don't have any goals, you may say? Well, then you need to sit down and get some goals. You need to get some clarity. And in a bigger point of view, if you don't have any vision, your purpose right now is to find that vision, to find your bigger purpose. You can't just go on, wake up and have no drive, no particular meaning more than bringing money in so you can pay the bills. You need to go find that mission of yours. That is a mission worth pursuing. It's not easy to exclude the things you don't want to do and try things you want to do. It takes energy and effort, but it's something that you have to do because you need to find this purpose. The contrast in your life when you actually do that is amazing. 1 year ago I started this YouTube channel, and before that I was just driven by my studies. I actually studied for 7 years. I continued on because I didn't have any other purpose. I just knew I wanted to become something big. I wanted to educate myself, so I had the possibility of doing that, to go after whatever I wanted. But that meant that it occupied my mind, my actions with studying all day. So I couldn't take any actions. I didn't sit down to actually outline a plan for start making this journey. You can't just study all days because that makes you don't produce anything. You have to actually create stuff. That's when you start to live for real. Once I started this YouTube channel, it gave me a greater purpose. It gave me an energy and an internal drive that could just be extracted for eternity. I wake up super early, even though I go to bed super late.
I jump out of bed in the morning,
knowing that I have to move myself forward on this project every day. It is fun. It is something that gives me so much purpose, and I didn't have that before. The life post and pre this state is like night and day. You need to find your purpose, and if you don't have anything right now, your purpose is to find that. Once you have some kind of purpose, once you determine to I'm gonna find this thing, then you need to practice self-efficacy. Then you need to practice discipline. You need to have methods and ways for attaining this vision in a structured way. You have a responsibility to do that. If you're not constantly checking in on your progress, on how you're moving towards those goals, you're not actually gonna move toward it in a in an efficient way. That is why I every week have a weekly evaluation. I live stream every Friday. I do the evaluation for the challenge, and then I just sit down. I don't talk, and I do my goal reflection. I look back at the week and see what has happened. That is something that Brandon in this book talks about, how you need to constantly check up on yourself. How am I doing here? Am I doing the right actions that will take me towards my grand vision? If it isn't happening, I need to course correct. I need to tweak. I need to do what needs to be done to take me where I need to go, because that is my purpose. I won't reach that place unless I do it in a disciplined, structured way. You can do a certain task in 1 hour, or you can drag it out and do it in 5 hours. Then you can make your life 5 times more efficient. That is gonna make a huge difference. So you have a responsibility towards yourself to seek the most efficient ways for how you are gonna work. Actually, this video right now is an example of how I shouldn't go about living my life. I haven't prepared the material that good. I'm a bit unstructured, and you will feel that, you will sense that. I will feel that when I'm gonna edit this. I have done something right now that isn't the most efficient way of doing these videos. I have lost time. I will lose time as a result of that. This is a perfect example of how I can improve my purposeful living. The practice of living purposefully is up here. It's so dependent on the actions below. But I'm hoping that I got the main message across. It is about finding the main purpose, and it is about specifying the goals to take us there. Practicing that in an efficient manner, to be disciplined, to be productive, to finding the tools for how to go about doing that. That is the core thing. Then it's down to you to actually take the actions necessary to get there. And I'm not saying that it's about the end goal, it's about the journey that we can do repetitively. When Brandon actually makes the example of a big company that could be just shut down on a day. But if it is an efficient organization that has been built up with the right practices, tools and methods and processes, then that company could be rebuilt again. So you see, it's not about what you have accomplished so much, but it's about the ways you have learned to go about reaching that state, how you establish practices and processes for being able to do that repetitively, like the ways I've developed to make this video, which I didn't follow through on today. I was lazy and I didn't prepare. So that's just the core of what this pillar is about, practice of living purposefully. The objectives of this week is to do the sentence completion exercises tied to this chapter in the book. If you look down in the description, I will have it all outlined. Examples of maybe 10 to 15 different STEM sentences, which you can choose which 4 ones you'd like to, and then write them in the morning and in the evening. The practice of living purposefully to me means that's a half sentence, and then you finish it off. That's how it works. And you choose 4 sentences out of the ones that are described down there, and then you do that morning and evening. It's just a great way to make us have this focus throughout the day on what actions are we taking to live purposefully. That's what they are meant for, to awaken something within you, to give you that focus. And it really works, because I've been doing these STEM sentences for every pillar we have gone through up till now. The second objective is to clarify some goals of yours. Sit down sometime throughout the week and plan this, otherwise you're not going to do it. Where do you want to go? And break those goals down to more attainable steps. Maybe start with a 1-week goal or a 30-day goal. What are you going to accomplish in 30 days? Something to just get you started, to have attainable things that relates to that bigger grand vision of yours, which you need to have as well. See, there's a lot of things that boils down to this, but if you start small with one thing, like I need to get my health in order, I need to start exercise, that thing will spread, because you can have that as a reference object, and then you can scale it for all the areas in life. And I can go on talking about this for hours and hours, because that is what my weekly Fridays evaluations is all about. If you have any questions, just write them there down in the comments field and we will solve them. With those words, I am signing out. My name is Alexander Nilsson. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want more of these. Bye bye guys, and enjoy your week.